Prior to the procedure, I would initiate an activity such as bowling, and my wife would always beat me. She'd take it up afterwards. Tennis, I was better than she was, but she would take up tennis and she beat me. She was like a backboard. Same with golf. She was, but I always said golf was 4 or 5 strokes too long anyhow. I'd get tired. A good friend of mine who was a drug representative, she was a pharmaceutical rep, and she called on a lot of these doctors, and so she recommended a doctor for me, and I called and got in right away. And she was examining me, and she said, "Is there any reason your heartbeat is 150 beats a minute right now?" And I said I wasn't aware that it was, and which is a true story. And so she said, "You having any heart pain because, chest pain? Because if you are, I'll have an ambulance backed up to the front door right now." And I said, "No, I'm not." She called a cardiologist and set up an appointment for me right away. And he was astounded that they hadn't tried a cardioversion. He just said, I just can't believe that that doctor didn't do that. And so he tried one, and it worked for about 3 days. Then I went back AFib again. So he said, probably the only choice we should have is chemical. And so he put me on amiodarone. Feeling with that drug was not a normal feeling. You didn't have a clear mental function. It was always sort of I guess like a weight on your shoulders, the best way that I could explain it. And then from that point, it seemed to correct the situation quite nicely. The paperwork that I read indicated that it's not sort of a long-term solution. When my cardiologist gave me the referral to get this procedure, I jumped at it. And as I say, I did extensive research looking into it, and my interview with the office, etc., and didn't have any problems. My expectations were high, and I was not disappointed. I had an electrocardiogram, not an EKG, an echogram, just about 3 weeks ago, and my normal cardiologist said I couldn't be more pleased with this echo. He said it's perfect. So it's holding. I'm happy. As a matter of fact, my children were so concerned. We've been married, it'll be 52 years in June 15th. And my children, I've got 3 and 7 grandchildren, and they were so concerned about me and the way I looked and felt and just my activities prior to, and this 7 years ago, that they threw a 45-year wedding anniversary for us, all got together and had a big party. They didn't think I was going to make 50, and that's a true story. So here I am coming on to 52, and I expect to make 55 at least. So, and that fear is gone. And they notice the difference. My whole family does, my wife does. They don't have any concerns, and of course they're always asking, but I don't have any problems. I actually, in all honesty, I feel 20 years younger today than I did prior to. I don't have any trouble golfing. As I say, I beat my wife, and she doesn't like that, but it's just a fact of life.